Now we good. Now we popping. Come on through. We rocking. We talking. How to get past drama. And this is like the topic of my life today. How to get over. How to get past. How to get through drama. How to get through problems and issues. How to get through. What I got with me tonight? Let me see. I have Bernadette up here, Eddie Sean Allen. What's up? Mashika, Bethany, Amina, D Flex up in here. I have, hold on. I have to Richie up in here, Eddie Sean Jazzy Breeze. Tania, Sonya up in here, up in here. What's good, beautiful people? Oh, is that what it is? Okay, good. What's happening? Mo Sprinkles. Michelle Amina, what's good? We talking drama, y'all. How to get through it. Hey, do me a favor before we get started. Share this thing, like this thing, subscribe to me if you're on YouTube by clicking on the bell. Also, if you're on Facebook, follow me. Make sure you follow me and all that other good stuff. Also, too, look, I'm gonna give you a deal of the hour because you're hanging with me. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let when you go to Kenya Crooks, when you go to Kenya Crooks within the hour, KenyaCrooksNetwork.com, and this is just for y'all who are watching on all platforms. Okay, so it's 7-Eleven right now, from 7-Eleven to 8-Eleven. When you order the Super Stomach Shredder membership, I'm gonna let you have the green tea for free. I'm gonna let you have the B12 energy shot supplement line for free. I'm also gonna let you have what the bed tie for free, the apple cider vinegar for free. Order within the hour. So look, congratulations to you. Hey, baby. Hey, Mika. Hey, Sabrina. So look, congratulations to you in advance. So go get it. Go get that membership and become a part of our team because I'm going to help you lose 30 pounds in the next 30 days. So get that. Go to KenyaCrooksNetwork.com and let's ride. Now, we talking about drama. We talking about how you get through drama, how you get through stress, because everybody got drama, everybody got stress. And I'm going to share some stuff with you that really, really helps me. And I have a sneaking suspicion it's going to help you too. Now, we talking about stress. And again, everybody got some stress. Everybody got some drama. Everybody probably frustrated. Everybody probably frustrated about something at this point of the week. And it's just Tuesday. So I know somebody's probably bothered and don't know how to get past stuff. Don't know how to handle stuff. And one of the things that made me want to talk about this tonight is I was on my timeline and I noticed a whole bunch of people saying RIP, to one of the people who are influential in the community. He was 81 years old, a prominent lawyer in the area, and he just killed himself. And I was like, dang, there's a whole bunch of that going on. And a lot of it's because people don't know how to handle it. A lot of people just hold on to stuff. And you can only hold on to stuff for so long before that thing just boom, just breaks you down, sets you off, and before they're reading about you in the paper somewhere. So these are some of the things that I really, really, really challenge you to try. Now, the first thing I'm going to need you to do, okay? First thing I'm going to need for you to do, ask better questions to yourself. See, y'all ask great questions to everybody else, but you don't ask great questions to yourself. And I'm going to give you to start asking questions such as, what's really wrong? What's really the issue? And when you ask great questions, you're going to get great answers. And when you can get great answers, then you're not one of those people who walk around, when somebody say, what's wrong with you? And people, and that person might say, ain't nothing wrong with me. See, a lot of people who say ain't nothing wrong with me, some of them really don't know what's wrong. You see what I'm saying? It's like I feel a certain way, but I never got to the root of what's causing me to feel all of this. So you got to continue to ask yourself questions. Why do I feel? I heard this thing one time. It's called like this. You got to ask 7 questions to get to the root of what's really wrong. It's like, okay, it's kind of like this. I'm okay. It's like I'm okay. I'm all right. Okay, what's wrong? Well, I'm kind of hurt. Okay, why? This is you talking to you. Okay, why you hurt? Because I don't like how I feel. Why you don't like how you feel? Because it reminds me of something. What does it remind you of? It reminds me of the pain I felt, when somebody walked away from me. It reminds me of feeling abandoned. What happened when you felt abandoned? Well, when I feel abandoned, it kind of makes me nervous. It makes me sad and upset. Why does it make you upset? Because I'm used to certainty, and when I don't have certainty, then I get nervous. Where is all of this coming from? Dang, well, the next thing you know, you done found the root of your stuff. So this is why you have to continue to ask yourself at least 7 questions to get to the core of stuff versus you feeling a certain way, but you don't understand your feelings. Okay. Now, the next thing I need for you to do, find somebody who will be honest with you. Like that person who just straight out honest. They don't have nothing to gain or nothing to lose. They just genuinely care for you. They're not trying to get in your drawers. They ain't trying to sleep with you. They ain't trying to, they just want the best for you. Find a person. You got to start really working on your committee. You got to work on your committee. You got to have a committee. You got to have a tribe of people. And your tribe don't even have to be large. It could just be one or 2 people, because sometimes that one person might be busy. You always gonna need that one person who's gonna always tell you the truth. And when they tell you the truth, you receive it, because I don't care who you are. I don't care if it's a person you like or don't like. You always know when somebody's telling you the truth or not. You see what I'm saying? When it's that pure, unadulterated truth, no matter who it's coming from, that truth will always resonate, regardless of how you feel about that person. Those are the type of people you need in your life. You don't necessarily need somebody who always gonna coddle you. You need somebody to be like, hey, you messing up. And you've been messing up. And this is why you messing up. And you need to stop messing up. Because again, you're sabotaging yourself, and you've been sabotaging yourself for years. So I need for you to stop doing it. Okay? So find that person who's always going to be honest with you, who knows how to speak to you in a way that you'll receive the truth. Also, that's the important part too. Because look, I'll talk to my wife all the time. I'll be like, hey, shoot, I'm mad, I'm bothered about this. She'll be like, well, the reason why you bothered is because you're impatient. We had this discussion today. I was stressing over some stuff, and I was just like, man, just mad, just bothered. And I had to talk to her, and I was like, okay, shoot, I'm bothered. And she was just like, well, you're impatient. And you expect stuff to happen tomorrow. Okay? And when somebody's telling you the truth, you can't help but to accept it. It ain't like that person's lying. You see what I'm saying? So you're going to need somebody who's going to tell you the truth. Now, the other piece, and this is going to be, when I say this, it's going to mess you up. Ask yourself this question. Am I a sequencer? See, I'm a sequencer. And I just realized, even after that conversation I had with my wife today, I realized I was a sequencer. After I left here and I went for I was like, I am a sequencer. And see, this is the life of a sequencer. Okay, let me explain it. And when I explain it to you, you're probably going to be like, dang, I am too. This is a sequencer. Okay. I'm a naturally competitive person. Okay. So I compete every day. I want to get better every day. I am a numbers person. I know my business from top to bottom. I know who lost weight, when, and where, on what planet, what continent. And I'm like, every person that enters my life, I know how much they've lost. And I'm like, shoot, we need to lose about 5, 6, 7 more this week. And I take all of that on. Now, it's supposed to stop there. But I'm a sequencer. So it goes from one sequence to the next. So because I'm a competitive person, being competitive sometimes brings about anxiety if you're not careful. Dang, I need for her to drop another 5 so we can hit that milestone. Dang, did my assistant call Time Warner today or Comcast today? Dang, it's a trickle down. Again, it's like a domino effect. And again, it happens in sequences. Boom! It starts off as, being aggressive and being competitive, but then if you're not careful and if you don't cut it off, then it kind of trickles into other stuff. And again, it's like the domino effect. Boom, 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 boom. And it keeps spiraling until ultimately, by the end of all of that, you end up being frustrated, anxious, bothered, and it all started from, being competitive. But it trickled into other stuff. So you got to ask yourself, does my emotions lead into other stuff? To where, okay, if I'm feeling a certain way, if I don't stop myself, does it just continue on? And you got to realize that about yourself and ask yourself, am I a sequencer? One thing drips into the other. So you got to be honest about that. Am I a sequencer? So let me ask you this. Are you a sequencer? If you are, say I'm a sequencer. Just say I am. To where you might just have one emotion spirals out of control into like 4 or 5 different other emotions if you don't cut it off at the root. It's kind of like I'm nervous, but then nervous turns into fear. Fear turns into being anxious. Anxious turns into being irritated. Irritated gets me upset. If you're that person, say me, coach. That's me. Tawana, like, yeah, that's me. Okay. Now, the other part. Okay. Now, last part. Ask yourself, and this is a hard question, but you gotta ask yourself this question. Okay. Why am I not trusting God? See, that was a hard one for me. Why am I not trusting God? Because if I'm anxious, I'm really not trusting. If I'm fearful, I'm really not trusting. If I don't feel like something, if I'm always thinking worst case scenario, why am I not trusting? Again, as the book says, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So that means, hey, I won. I've already won. Why am I always doubting? And see, when you doubt, then you spend more time on the fear side. Keep in mind, you got 2 sides of the fence. Either you're faithful over here or you're fearful over here. Okay. So if I'm always hanging out in fear, doubt, being anxious, then I'm pretty much hanging out in darkness and doubt. And I basically have the brothers and the sisters and the cousins, because that's what it all goes back to. So when you look at it from the standpoint of, dang, I'm not trusting, then it's kind of like, okay, if I'm not trusting, then why should I expect God to help me? If I'm always doubting, if I'm always stressful. I'm just saying. So this is what you have to do. Sometimes you have to remove some certain things from the element. You got to take certain things out. Okay, feel me on this. So like with me, if I know looking at this, it's kind of like this. If I watch a whole bunch of news, it'll make me stressful. It make me doubtful and just have a gloom and doom outlook. Why don't I just take that out? See, sometimes and it goes back to you being honest again. Here's the point. It goes back to you being honest again. What brings you stress? What brings you doubt? What brings you fear? And then this is the kicker. Because you being honest, you got to pick certain things that's bringing you stress and bringing you anxiety. You got to pluck those things out of your life and toss them away. Certain things you can eliminate from your life that brings you stress. That stressful relationship, that stressful family member, maybe spending too much time on the internet fussing with people that you don't like, change somebody's mind about something. Maybe being too emotionally involved in social issues that have nothing to do with you, that's going to happen regardless if you participate in it or not. You got to learn, you got to be honest with yourself, and you got to learn to figure out, how can I help me out? Because doing dumb stuff and making poor choices and involving yourself in stuff emotionally will hurt you. It will bring pain. It will bring angst. That's why you really have to take inventory of the things in your life that you really need to remove. You really have to take inventory because over time, it adds up. You ever just see somebody blow up and you didn't know where it came from? It's days, it's weeks of stuff being piled on until eventually you or that person blow up because you laughed off stuff, and you didn't think it was that serious, but it's never that serious until you reach a point to where you just finally blow up. And by the time you blow up, there's probably a whole bunch of casualties who probably didn't deserve to be, blowed up on, but because you just let that thing just build and you just let that thing fester and you just laughed it off and you just smiled it off when you should have just addressed it or got rid of it. You could have saved yourself some time. But it all goes back to you being honest and starting to really, really evaluate and look at your life and be like, okay, what can I do to help me? See, you like to help everybody else, but you don't like to help yourself. But if you're like me, and this is what I've had to understand about myself and realize, I like to help everybody. But see, I don't help me that much. I help everybody. But I don't help me. And until you learn how to start helping you, and you start learning how to be honest with you, and you do inventory, and you basically say, this gotta go, this gotta go, this gotta go, this gotta go, or something might happen to me. And again, we live in a place where you give your life up for your job, for your profession. And again, if you were to pass away on Friday, your job would be searching for people and having your job filled by Monday. So with that being said, I need for you to start being honest with yourself. And I need for you to start really, looking at who do you need to evict from your life, or at least put way on the other side of the earth. Because again, self-preservation is so important. It makes no sense for you to support so many different people, but you don't support yourself. You do everything for everybody else, but you do absolutely nothing for you. You break your neck and you break your back for people who wouldn't even, pick up trash for you. So that's what you got to start doing. So again, number one, Ask better questions. 2, find somebody who's going to be honest with you. 3, realize and understand if you're the sequencer person, to where one emotion leads into another emotion, into another emotion, until boom, it's just like, dang, why am I over here tripping for? Cut it off at the root. And then, number 4, ask yourself, am I doubting God? Am I not trusting God? And then even with that point of not trusting God, sometimes you got to go back and look back over your life and look at your 3 bad moments and say, and again, you gotta go back there. And that's the important piece of it. When you think about your top 3 mishaps, your top 3 embarrassments, your top 3, oh dang, how did I get to be so dumb? The top 3, and also included those deals y'all be making with God. And I mean, I did too. God, if you get me out of this, I swear on everything. I swear I never do it again. Doing all that line and you end up doing it. You got to go back and you got to think about those top 3 things. And when you go back there, you got to emotionally go back there too. And be like, dang, God did bring me up out of that, huh? As the song says, I don't believe he brought me this far to what? To leave me. And that's what you got to lean on sometimes. And that'll help you through. Tania says, you talking to me, coach. Let me see. Andrea says, you talking to me, coach. Yup. So can we agree that's what we're going to do? Can we agree that's what we're going to do? And again, it's a work. And here's the thing, and sometimes you just got to realize, sometimes your greatest fear is on steroids. In other words, we make things a whole lot bigger, whole lot more drastic than they really are. We make things a whole lot worse. And again, sometimes that's why you just have to go back to your worst moments and be like, oh, well, I did make it through that. I didn't even know how I made it out, but I made it out. So sometimes, you can, even with the small, have you ever just seen somebody, and you can work this on 2 different opposite ends of the spectrum. You have a person who will make things, you'll have that one person who makes things huge. Oh my God, everybody was just so big, and I was so scared, and I was just so nervous. I didn't know how I was gonna make it out, and this, that, and other. And then you have that other person who's in that same situation, who has the attitude of, you know what, look here, that was so easy, and I mean that thing was so small. It's kind of like a bug. It's like stepped on that, but that thing was that small. I just stepped on it. Look, and I just kept moving. You got to change your perspective on your stuff, okay? And again, it goes back to you being honest with yourself and also understanding your flaws and knowing what you need to work on. Me personally, I know I need to work on patience, and I'm constantly working on it. Sometimes I slip and I lose my mind because, sometimes, the emotion becomes attached to the things that I'm dealing with. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes you just gotta say, you know what? I suck in this area. I need to work harder in this area. Yes, I'm not patient. I need to work on patience. But I do realize that there's certain things that trigger my patience that I need to stay away from. So that's why I always encourage you, look, realize what your shortcomings are. And if certain people in your life are trigger points that set you off, or certain situations that might set you off, you need to start working on eliminating those things, because that's one less thing that's going to lead you to your issue that you're currently working on. See what I'm saying? That's important. So that's what's up. So I love y'all. I love you. Look, I love you tremendously. Love you tremendously. And thank y'all for hanging out with me. But again, shoot, look, we working on everything. But that's my remedy. And that's what the four things, it was four. Let me see, was it four or was it five? 4 or 5. We'll just say 4 or 5. The 4 or 5 things that I brought up to you, that's what I need you to work on because that's something I'm going to be working on. Okay? So let's get better together because that's what life is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about getting better together. So really work on those things and shoot, we just going to improve in all phases of life. So let me break out on y'all. And lastly, when you see people's names up on this, because we have a whole bunch of names, no matter if you're on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, make sure y'all praying for one another, okay? Because that piece is important too. So whatever name you see on here, I'm expecting you to pray for that person too. You see what I'm saying? Because no matter what you're going through, everybody got something. I always say, shoot, don't criticize nobody. If you notice, if you follow me on any of my stuff, no matter if it's my personal page, I'll say all the time, look, don't be throwing no rocks at nobody because you never know what people going through. And then you see some story of some girl committing suicide. You see a story of a man shooting himself. That's why I always tell you, look, just pray for people. Don't criticize nobody, but pray for everybody. I don't care who it is. Make sure you pray for everybody. And look, and make sure you throw yourself in that prayer too. Look, make sure you pray for a sound mind. Make sure you pray for peace. And when you pray for a sound mind and you pray for peace, make sure that the environment that you're in can facilitate peace, can invite joy. That's important. Okay? That's important. So love each and every single last one of you. Look, come join me at 6:30 in the morning. We're gonna work out in the morning. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna get it in because we're mind, body, and spirit type of family. And that's what we do. But again, pray for each other. Because everybody needs prayer. So make sure you pray for your sister. Make sure you pray for your brother. Because again, everybody needs prayer. How about that? Keep praying. Look, well, I tell people, like, again, I ain't got no stone to throw. I have not one stone to throw. I promise you I ain't got no. And I'm not even I would never waste my time tossing one. So that's what's up. Love each and every single last one of you. Take advantage of my deal of the hour. Go to KenyaCrooksNetwork.com. Get the Super Stomach Shredder combo. Not the combo, but the membership. And I'm going to give you the green tea supplement, the B12 supplement, the apple cider vinegar supplement, and all that other good stuff. So go get it. Love y'all. See you in the morning. Have a great evening. Hey, Renee, I see you. Y'all be good.